Think the Amazon is only good for lightning javelins? Think again. Today, we are bringing back the absolute pinnacle of physical range destruction in Diablo 2 Resurrected, the Physical Bowazon. By balancing massive, screen-clearing physical damage with a high-level unkillable Valkyrie and a perfect Mercenary synergy to break physical immunities, this build completely dominates endgame farming zones from absolute safety. If you want a character that deletes entire waves of enemies before they even reach your screen, this is it. Welcome to Onshift Gaming. Today, we're breaking down the complete optimized setup for the Physical Bowazon so you can replicate these exact results. So first, let's dive straight into the skill tree. To get this physical powerhouse ready for action, we need a progression path that balances early game screen clear with late game survivability. Here is exactly how to distribute your points. Starting from level 1 up to level 18, your main focus is establishing your crowd control. Put 3 points in critical strike for early damage, 2 into dodge, 1 into avoid, and lock in your first point of guided arrow. The rest of your points go straight into multi-shot, bringing it up to level 10 so you can start clearing out entire packs of monsters early on. From level 18 to level 30, we transitioned into securing our utility and single target damage. Grab your first point in Valkyrie as soon as it unlocks, put 1 point into Pierce, and push Guided Arrow up to level 10 to melt bosses. Once you hit level 30 and beyond, it's all about scaling this build. First, add 2 more points into Pierce to bring it to a baseline of 3, and get your Valkyrie up to level 10 so she becomes a reliable tank. With your defense secured, go ahead and max out multi-shot for peak clear speed. Next, we shore up our passive utilities. Bring critical strike up to level 10 and put enough points to bring avoid and dodge up to level 5. With the passives locked down, it's time to max out your core damage. Max out Guided Arrow, next followed by maxing out Valkyrie so she becomes an unkillable frontline tank. Finally, dump your remaining points to max out Magic Arrow, which gives you a massive zero mana tool to completely bypass physical immunities. Keep in mind, our endgame gear is going to provide a minimum of a plus 6 skill bonus. This means your 1 point investment into Strafe automatically hits level 7, allowing it to fire the absolute maximum number of arrows, which is 10. For a physical Bowazon, your stats directly scale to your damage. Here is the exact breakdown. First, allocate exactly 134 strength to meet our heaviest endgame gear requirement. When you respect for min-maxing later, strength is the only attribute you will optimize down based on your gear stats bonuses. Next, vitality is locked in at exactly 80 points. Even after respect, this 80 vitality is completely fixed to give us a safe health cushion. Energy gets 0 points, and finally, every single remaining point goes straight into dexterity. This maximizes your physical damage and attack rating, ensuring your arrows hit hard and never miss. Now for the gear that brings this build to life, our main weapon is the legendary Windforce. What makes this bow an absolute legend is its massive scaling maximum damage based on your character level, coupled with an innate knockback that keeps you entirely safe. You want to socket this with either 15% increased attack speed dual or a Shale rune to hit your frame breakpoints. For the helm, we use Valkyrie Wing. It provides plus 2 skill bonus and faster run walk, and it also needs to be socketed with a 15% increased attack speed dual to optimize your frame breakpoints. As for the armor, we are using Fortitude. This is an absolute powerhouse. It gives us an unmatched 300% enhanced damage, solid resistances, and a massive scaling life bonus based on your character level. For the belt, Razor Tail is mandatory. Combined with our 3 baseline points in Pierce and a total of plus 6 to all skill bonuses, this belt easily pushes us to a guaranteed 100% Pierce attack to tear through crowded packs. Our gloves is the Laying of Hands, which provides an extra attack speed boost and a massive 350% damage modifier against demons. For the boots, we are using the War Traveler, which adds a flat physical damage that scales perfectly with our multipliers, plus a solid 25% increase to your movement speed. For the amulet, Cat's Eye is the perfect fit, offering faster run walk, even more attack speed, and a massive 25 dexterity bonus to further pump our damage and attack rating. Finally, for our rings, we use a Raven Frost, which gives us an essential attack rating, extra cold damage, dexterity, mana, along with the most important stat for any physical build: cannot be frozen. We pair that with a dual leech ring to keep our health and mana pools completely full. For our weapon swap, we run a Harmony Rune Word just to get the Vigor Aura for incredibly fast map movement. So that's our gears. Now let's talk about our Mercenary. We are skipping the traditional Act 2 Desert Mercenary and recruit an Act 5 Frenzy Barbarian. This guy is an absolute hyper-aggressive blender that serves as a frontline tank along with our very strong Valkyrie. Together, they are incredibly effective in keeping monsters away from our Bowazon. For his weapons, he dual wields a Crescent Moon and a Lawbringer Face Blades. Crescent Moon triggers Static Field to automatically soften up massive health pools, but Lawbringer is the absolute star of the show here. It constantly triggers Decrepify, which slows enemies down, lowers their physical resistance, and completely breaks physical immunities so your multi-shot can tear them apart. For his helm, we use Andariel's Visage, socketed with a Ral rune to completely nullify its negative fire resistance modifier while giving him a massive life leech and attack speed. Finally, the armor is Treachery Archon Plate. This gives him a massive attack speed boost, but most importantly, it triggers the skill Fate, giving him massive elemental resistances and physical damage reduction. With this setup, your mercenary attacks at lightning speed, stays completely alive, and acts as a perfect anchor to set up your screen clearing damage. Now that the gears and stats are locked down, let's talk about how to actually pilot this character to maximize its mechanical strength. Before leaving town, always make sure to summon your Valkyrie. She needs to be active and ready to take the hit the second you step out. For dealing with mobs, the standard engagement rule is to drop a decoy right in front of them to pull the monster's aggro, and then safely spam multi-shot from a distance. Keep in mind that the range of multi-shot is incredibly long. You should aggressively fire it into the darkness even when the screen appears completely clear. You'll know you're hitting targets off screen the moment you see your health and mana bulbs leeching back up. If the pack thins down to just a few strugglers, or if enemies happen to line up in a straight line for you, switch over to Strafe to rapidly finish them off. For physical immunes and stone skins, you want to manipulate their positioning. Line them up by letting them focus their attacks on your decoy or your companions, then melt them down with your magic arrow. Because we have that guaranteed 100% pierce, your magic arrows will pierce right through and hit multiple physical immunes in a perfect straight line. When it comes to single target encounters like Act Bosses and Stubborn Elites, swap to Guided Arrow. Shoot at them outside of your screen to deliver massive, concentrated single target DPS while being 100% safe. Finally, anytime you find yourself backtracking through an empty map or running between zones, simply swap over to your Harmony Bow to activate the Vigor Aura for a massive movement speed boost. Just remember to instantly switch back to your Windforce the second you detect enemies ahead. And that is how you build and pilot the ultimate Physical Bowazon. Between the massive raw scaling power of Windforce and the relentless pressure from your Frenzy Barb and Valkyrie, this character absolutely deletes screen while keeping you entirely safe and out of harm's way. It is fast, it is incredibly satisfying, and it proves that the classical physical bow build is still an absolute powerhouse. If you found this breakdown helpful and want to see more high-level completionist guides and deep dive character builds, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Drop a comment below and let me know how your own Bowazon builds are coming along. Thank you so much for watching, keep hunting those high runes, and I will catch you all in the next video.